So we got a double team. So again, any double team, you can't just sit. So somebody's open. So you have 5 players against 5 players. We decided we're going to put 2 of our players on this guy. You can't just stay and guard one person. You have to be alert and aware and know who should be denying their man and who should have to guard too. In this situation, in this scenario, you have 2 guys here. You have 1 guy there, 1 guy there, 1 guy there. All right. If they stay home, so 1, 2, 3, they stay home, as much pressure they put on him on this trap, he's just going to pass it there. And then they're coming out of a trap. He'll have a opportunity at a 3 against 2. So in my opinion, I think the big guy should have been all the way up here. And because of the way the floor is spaced, this 1 guy could have covered these 2 guys. And that doesn't mean he has to get the steal. But when they make that pass, he can get there and stop that guy from scoring and allow his teammates to go ahead and rotate to not give up an easy basket. But, they let him pass it out of the trap to probably one of their best ball handlers. And when this happens, this is important. So hands should be up, make it tough when you catch it. So I want you guys to understand this, because a lot of people end up in this situation and they don't know how to exploit it. You would think that he is guarding the ball. He's not. How could he? He's nowhere in front of the ball. So he is not guarding the ball. He wants to guard the ball. He's going to move that direction to guard the ball, but he does not matter. What matters right now is him and him. So those 2 guys are the only thing that matters right now. And so what I would recommend is for the ball handler to not only attack towards the big guy here, I would even attack hard, bump this guy a little bit, keep him on your shoulder, dribble with your right. When you get to here, that means you hold him here. If you can hold him here, that means this kick out pass is there and we get an open shot. And, that's what we're looking for, open shots. If we can get open shots, we got a chance. So let's see what happens. Sure enough, he drives at him. The guy's wide open on the wing. And then he tries to squeeze through, passed up a good shot, and you got a bad shot. So pass up a good shot, take a bad shot. Good screen. So this is an easy play to squander. So a lot of people wouldn't know how to properly execute this. So sets a screen. The defender chases on the inside. So that means he's not on this side. And so that's where you go. Pretty simple. It's all the read. So a lot of people just make up their mind what they're going to do before they get the ball, or they do what they just like to do. You got to read the defense. So if that guy knows what he's doing, in this situation, if the defender would have come on that side of the screen, then it should have been a 1 dribble pull up this way. But he came on this side of the screen, and that means it's a 1 dribble pull up that way. So pretty simple philosophy, but he does it just right. Doesn't waste any dribbles. Gets right to his shot. That's perfect. That's perfect. Ties the ball game. Simple basketball. This is something that all players need to do a better job of. You see this matchup? This is probably about 6'4", 6'5", maybe even 6'6". That's about 6'2", probably 215 pounds, probably about 160 pounds. So why would you make that pass when he's open? If you make that pass inside, I'm sure somebody's going to overreact. Maybe he drops down, maybe he drops back down. You get the ball right back. But you got to look into the post. You're throwing a pass right near the basket, something good might happen. Or if they don't double or anything, you got a one-on-one with a big old guy ready to score. So always got to look. Always got to look. Come off the screen a little bit tighter. I know he gets to the basket, but this is a poor job of coming off the screen, because look at all this space. Look at all that space. This should be shoulder to shoulder. So his shoulder and his shoulder should touch, or maybe his shoulder and his elbow should be touching as they come off the screen. But that was not the case. But he did make a strong move to the basket. Got all the way in there. So that's good stuff. I want to be smart. Get smart water. All right, so they kind of double teamed here. So again, anytime you double, there has to be a rotation. So, let's go over this as well. So, a flat screen. So some people call it an angled screen, but hypothetically, if this screen were to come here, so if that screen was there, well, this defender would probably come up and hedge on this side. But when you set this flat or angled screen, they call it, which side should he help to? So we don't know. And so if he can get a good screen right in this area, then he can pick which way he wants to go based on what this defender's doing. So what this defender's doing. And so those are tough screens to guard. Really tough screen to guard. Plus, you can't see it. So you really have to communicate. So, hey, screen's coming, screen's coming, screen's coming. And so you have to let him know. Otherwise, he bumps right into him and potentially hurts himself. So that's one that you really got to be able to call out. You should call out on every screen, but you definitely got to call that one out. So they doubled it for a second there. And I want you to see really fast, I want you to really pay attention to see as soon as he starts to go double, watch what he does. Almost in sync. I want you to see him what he does almost in sync as soon as he starts to go double. So right now, they're both kind of guarding their man, and bam, they both come up at the same time. Now, I would prefer him to have his hands up. You got those long arms, you got to put them up. Makes it a lot harder. You got 7'3", 6'7", 5'7". If you use your arms, you'll look humongous. Now, because we have a double team, we have rotations to talk about. So let's look at these rotations. This guy's one pass away from the double team. That means his man needs to be up denying. Now, we have this guy who's 2 passes away. He's guarding his man tighter than anybody on the court. So he's the one guy who doesn't need to pressure his man right now. His man's not a scoring threat right now. He's nowhere near the play, and he needs to figure out how to guard too. And that's what we're talking about. You have to quickly figure out who should be guarding two, and quickly figure out who should be guarding two, and who should be just denying one. So in this scenario, you want him to come up. I don't want to worry about him. I want you to come up and deny that. I need you to come up and deny that. I need you guys to get your arms up. Just get your arms up in the air. And then that means you can step over into the middle. And if he throws a over-the-top pass to here, then you can get to it. Doesn't mean you have to steal it, but you do have to get to it before he knocks down a wide-open shot. Or, before you have to do a bad closeout and then he beats you off the dribble. So the rotations were poor here because we have one guy over here hugging his man. So you can't hug your man. You always got to be attached to multiple people. And they get a wide open shot. Got to do better than that. He missed it, obviously, but it wasn't because he didn't get an open look. The biggest play in basketball. Biggest play in basketball. So, why is that the biggest play in basketball? Oh, coach, a three-pointer is huge. A three-pointer's amazing. A dunk is huge. Well, let's talk about the point value. 2 points is 2 points. Whether it comes from free throws, a dunk, a layup, a lucky shot, whatever. 2 points is 2 points. We just saved 2 points. So whether you save 2 points or score 2 points, it's the same value. So he just saved 2 points. The guy is attacking. He's a lefty. He's on the left side of the court. He's probably going to be able to finish it. He saved 2 points. So that's number one. Number two, that's a foul on one of their better ball handlers, one of their better attackers. And so if you can get 2 fouls on them in the first half, not only does he have to sit out, so that affects the game, but now he's frustrated. Now he's tentative. So you've made him tentative. He doesn't want to go to the basket as much anymore. He's mad at the referees. One of his teammates said something to him. He's mad at him now. And so it frustrates him. So it's really important that you can, when you have opportunities like that, to take charges, because it affects the offensive player a lot. And not only that, it saves 2 points. Not only that, it just frustrates, man. It just frustrates that guy. But it'll get him out of the game early. So get 2 fouls in the first half. Most coaches gonna have you sit. A tough game like this, that might be the difference, is just having him sit a little bit early. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I like that. So he did what I said. So pass comes out. Big guy's chasing him out there. Anytime the big guy's chasing you out there, it's a simple read. It's a drive. You drive. I don't want to shoot over a 7'3" guy early in the shot clock. I want, when he closes out, to drive. Now, this guy is hugging his man. So instead of being all the way over here at the block, he should be head right under the rim. So his head should be under the rim if he's in weak side help. So weak side help, if your man's near the corner and the ball's on the opposite side, your head can be under the rim. Got it? Corner. So your man's in the corner. The ball's on the opposite wing, opposite corner. And your head can be right up under the rim, ready to step up outside the paint by the time he gets to the basket. And I bet if he were to have stepped up, he wouldn't have got anywhere near the rim. On this possession, Sierra Canyon's not doing a great job of defending. And the reason I say that is because we got a bad closeout, so he's going to get driven past. Who's guarding him? Oh, him. So he's being lazy, standing straight up, walking. And then who's he guarding? Him. So he already gave up a cut, probably staring at the ball before that. And then obviously this big guy we talked about, he should be head under the rim so he can step up when the shot goes up. And he could pick up a charge. So he didn't move. Now he just jumps in the air and tries to contest it, but you see the result. So it's not good enough. You don't have to jump any higher than that. You just have to be able to be in the right spot at the right time. Be in the right spot at the right time. So we're going to leave it right there for today, guys. We're going to cut it nice and short and sweet. And make sure you guys are doing your homework assignments. If you got any questions, give me a call, give me a text. Point you right in the right direction. I'm not giving you no answers to the quiz. But let's just keep getting better. Let's get better every day. All right. Have a good one.